for those in the audience listening who, as you point out, maybe hold H-1Bs or are thinking of applying for H-1Bs, I think the message is don't give up, right? And in times like now, what's important is just making wise strategic decisions about which is the best path for you.
Yeah. And as well as the E-2 visa. I mean, certain nationalities aren't really a part of the program, but as you know, United States of America has trade treaties with over 80 countries around the world. And if you make a substantial investment in the United States, and this substantial investment has really over time been translated into an investment in the range of 100K or so, that you can get the E-2 visa, and that's a 5-year visa, and your spouse can work. And it can work vice versa, which means that provided you have a spouse and your spouse invests 100K, opens up a business, that gives you an EAD, a work authorization, which you can technically work for anybody in the country, really. You don't really have to work for that particular business. So E-2 visa, from that perspective, does make a lot of sense for those who are looking for an alternative on H-1B, correct?
I think that's a brilliant idea. I mean, and the danger of you talking about E-2 visas is I could sit here on live and talk all day. You're going to have to cut me off. I love the E-2 visa, and it's probably the visa I write the most with most frequency. But I think you've highlighted a really important path for anyone who may be anxious or worried about an H-1B status today. And that path is that if you can demonstrate that you or your spouse hold a passport from one of these treaty countries, and anyone can Google right now E-2 treaty countries and see the list. If you hold one of those passports or your spouse does, and you're able to make a substantial investment into a United States business, you can start your own business, you can purchase a franchise, you can buy an existing business. If you can make that investment, there's a very good probability you will qualify for an E-2 visa, and your spouse can work anywhere, can work for the company for whom you wish you had the H-1B. And there's no salary floor, there's no 1-year limit, there's no $100,000 donation to the government. You just get the job that you wanted to have in the first place. So the E-2 might be a very good solution for some of these folks.
Yeah, and let me share my screen here, and this is a good moment to sort of like highlight Visa Franchise. By the way, guys, we wrote a book called Own Your American Dream, and we went back and have spoken to 20 plus success stories, and these are our clients that we were able to help over the years, and there are different strategies. There are O1s, EB1s, EB2 NIWs, L1s, and of course E-2 visas as well. If you haven't already, please register for the book. This is free for the next 3 days. We send you the book, and from then on, you can read it and claim your Discovery Solution call. That is free.
Hey, you want to come to the US, get the E-2 visa, L1, or straight out a green card? We've been doing this for the past 10 years, and we wrote a book. It's called Own Your American Dream. What is special about this book is that we went back and have spoken to 21 successful applicants who opened up their businesses here and who are continuing to live the American dream. Hear it from them, because they talk about their fears, their mental state, what went wrong, what went right. The entire blueprint is there. You could just buy the book right here. You can just read it and make up your mind. Continue your video.
But that being said, Grant, over the years, we really triple down on our franchise visa program, which is done through the E-2 visa. What this is basically is that you invest something in the region of 100K, sometimes even less, to buy a franchise, and you get a 5-year E-2 visa, and your spouse is able to work. And this doesn't require any, talent background. You could be a very talented software engineer or someone who's on H-1B. Your spouse may not be in the same boat, may not have the same or similar qualifications as you do. But here, this is not what is being looked at. What is being looked at is the investment substantial? Can you prove the source of funds and things of that nature? And provided that happens, your spouse gets the E-2 visa for 5 years, and you can get to work anywhere in America, really. And for that, I'd say look into the E-2 visa. We've been doing this for 10 plus years and helped over 2,000 families across the globe, and a lot of success stories here. If you go on visafranchise.com, residency by investment, click on success stories, you'll see many people that we helped on E-2 visa, as well as different visas such as O1s and EB1s, EB2s, EB2 NIWs. So just, read and educate yourself on it. And we also have over 100 cases, interviews with our client, bought a franchise or who brought in their businesses here and got the E-2 visa. We currently have the biggest library on YouTube. Please go in there and check it. And I think this could be a path for you. If that is the case, schedule your free expert call. We'll be asking you some eligibility questions to understand whether you're eligible. This will take something in the region of 2 minutes of your time. And once we have that information, you will be sent a link and we'll see each other on a call.